I was so mad at the police. And the one time I needed you the most, you vanished. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I've been here. I would say like 2 weeks. Something crazy happened. My phone got stolen last week Thursday. So I'm just going to tell you like straight up what happened. I'm not trying to create fear into anybody, especially if you are moving to Manchester or if you are coming to Manchester. These things happen everywhere. All you have to do is make sure you're very aware of your surroundings and you're very like vigilant. So I'm just telling you what happened to me, and yeah, if like I just want to turn it into something educational so you can do better as, you know, a young lady or a young guy out there, especially if you are alone at a place. And also, I'm not doing this video to complain or whatsoever, because it could have been worse, yeah, but I'm very thankful and I'm very like appreciative to God that, you know, nobody got hurt. I'm okay, and it's just what was stolen from me is something that can be replaced. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to tell you about how it happened and also the steps I took after that situation. So yeah, so the last time I spoke about doing a video was like 2 weeks ago, and I was telling my followers on Instagram that a private accommodation invited me for a tour to view their apartment, and for you guys that are also interested in accommodations, like a student accommodation, and it's called True Campus Living. So basically I went there, had a nice time. It was very good, you know. They also like gave us brunch. So in the middle of us eating, yeah, there was another content creator I met there, and we're like four. We're just like talking about different things. So I was eating, you know, enjoying my food, and you know, this guy in front of me started talking about how things have been happening in Manchester, like people's phones have been getting stolen, like people have been getting mugged. So if you don't know the meaning of mugged, like mugged is like to get attacked. Like he was telling me a story of how he was on his way home, and he like placed his phone in his pocket, and he was on a call with his boyfriend. So yeah, as he kept his headset on and he put his phone in his pocket, like two guys attacked like a girl that was walking alone that was in front of him, and they collected her phone and, you know, collected things from her and all of that. And I was like, oh my god, like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, like, you know, like it's really happening that even in his window, like it is always seeing like people getting their phones snatched, like on the way, like on the road and all of that. And I was like, because I've heard this before, but I didn't know it was so, that serious, especially because this is like my area. Yeah, so I was like, oh my god, thank you for telling me. Like, I'm going to be very careful now on, because I know, you know, I'm always pressing my phone outside. So like, I'm going to be very careful. Like, thank you for telling me. Even the other guy that was there was also talking like he actually got his phone to stolen, and when he got to the police, like the police said he couldn't do much. And even when he wanted to identify himself on the CCTV camera, they couldn't let him in because of security reasons, and they couldn't really do anything about it because they cannot really find these guys. Like, it's very hard to find these guys, and also they have a lot of pressing matters that, you know, dealing with, for them to like, you know, be so focused on like recovering a phone, according to what the guy told me. So I was like, so are you sure? You cannot even, like, the police can't really do much about it. They're like, yeah, like even if you report it, like you might not even hear from them and all of that. So at that time my anxiety was really like, you know, like, oh my god, like this thing is actually happening, like I actually need to be careful. So I was the first to leave because I told them that I needed to go film some content at another location. So I left the place and I went to the location. I did my thing. I took Uber from where I was to the location where I'm going to film my content, and I spent about £7 on Uber. Yeah, so I think because the place was busy and all of that, And me that I've been trying to be very economical these days, I'm like, when I'm going back, I'm taking the free bus. I'm not going to take Uber again. You get what I'm saying? So I got to the location, I did my thing, and you know, I took some pictures. So on my way, I was like checking my pictures on my phone. I was really like, even though someone just told me something right now, like I don't know why it just skipped my mind. I feel like I didn't really take it, like, I mean, I took it serious, but I don't even know I forgot that, you know, I can't be doing this on the road, especially the fact that I was by myself. So I was looking at my pictures, you know, I got to the bus stop, still looking at my pictures. I even almost missed my bus because I was so like engrossed in what I was doing. So I got on the free bus and I got to my place. So the bus from my place is like 5 minutes walk, and literally like I feel very safe in my area because there's a police station nearby. So I'm like, you know, this place is really safe, we have police here. So that's why I've been very like calm and all of that. So for the fact that I was in my area, you know, I was still looking at my phone, I was still pressing my phone. And yeah, literally when I was like about 2 minutes away from my gate, like I was pressing my phone and someone just came from nowhere. It's still magic to me. It's still like charm because I don't even know how it happened. I just got like, I was pressing my phone and the person just picked up my phone from my hand. Yeah, and I didn't even see the person. It was like breeze, guys. It was like breeze, and I stood there. I was in shock. I'm like, what just happened? Yeah, and the guy, like, he was on a bike. It was actually like a white guy. He was on a bike and he moved, like, before my brain could even figure out what just happened, the guy was already like in front of me. And he turned back to look at me, and then he switched off my phone. I kept it in his pocket, and that was when I was like, oh my god, someone just stole my phone, you get. And I was like, hey, and literally like where he was going to go out of my street is like you have to pass the police station, like in front of the police station. So I was like, hey, like, you know, like this guy just took my phone. And then I realized I was the only one on the road. There was no single soul on that road, and I didn't even realize it because I was so engrossed in what I was doing. So there was really nobody to help me there. And the guy like rode by into like, there's a corner where that leads out to another street. So he just rode by, and immediately, like, the guy was so lucky because as he was riding by, the police vans, like, I think they were going somewhere, so they were about to come out. They were literally at the gates, and they saw me, hey, and they were still doing their thing by the gate. So the guy left, yeah, and that was when I just started bawling out. As I'm talking about it right now, it's funny, but it wasn't funny then. I was hysterical, I was scared, I was frightened, I was everything. Like, my anxiety has already like gone, that has left the group chat. My anxiety left the group chat. So I was literally shaking because, you know, I just started thinking like, where did this guy come from? Because when I was coming from the bus, so just me, by myself. When I looked forward, there was nobody in front of me, and I looked at my side, there was nobody. I brought on my phone and I was pressing my phone. So I'm thinking, how long has this guy been following me? Like, could it have been worse? You know, could the guy have tried to harm me if, you know, I even tried to like struggle with him or something? So I was really scared, and I was standing in front of the police station because that's where he left. Yeah, and a police officer was coming out, and I told him that, oh, I need to speak to someone. Like, my eyes were like wet. I was in tears. I was like, I really need to speak to someone. And, you know, he told me to hold on a bit, and someone came to talk to me. So this officer came to talk to me, and he was like, what happened? And I couldn't even talk because I was as I'm thinking about it now, I'm so embarrassed. Like, I was just shaking. I was like, someone just took my phone from my hand. Yeah, and it was like, where did the person go? What was the person wearing? I described everything, but I couldn't really picture. I didn't really see more detail because the guy was so fast, like so fast. So I told him everything I knew, and I kept apologizing because I just kept on crying and he wasn't really getting what I was saying. Yeah, so so you start asking me for my name, my date of birth, like all those, you know, questions. I'm like, why is this guy asking me these questions? Like, is this what you're supposed to be asking me right now? Like, I just looked at him like, like when he was asking me those questions, because I felt they were just stupid. Like, we need to solve this right now. You should care less about my age or where I'm from or all of that. Just like what's going to happen? Yeah, my phone just got taken away. Like, what's going to happen? So at the end of the day, he told me that he was doing all that because of in case I have insurance, I need to claim it back. So yeah, like, he did all of that, and he asked me that there was anyone I could call. I'm like, no, obviously my phone just got stolen and I don't have anybody to call. I don't know anybody's number and all of that. So he, you know, created a reference number for me, and he also gave me his email. They will get back to me. Like, he just kept on asking me questions, and I stood there. I was like, you know what, like, I was really tired. I was like, you know what, like, I know you're not going to, there's nothing you can actually do about it, but I just felt I should report it since it happened like right in front of like your police station. And I told him that some vans were about to come out and they saw me shouting, hey, 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 and nobody could, you know, help me. And that was what even made me sad the most. Like, it could have been avoided. They could have caught the guy or something, but yeah, like, yeah, it's fine, but I really need to go now. Like, are you done with the questions? So he said he would get back to me, and that I should just, he even gave me like a website that cares for people that are traumatized. Yeah, like, if you've experienced a crime. I forgot the name of the website. He gave me the website that I should reach out to them. That I should reach out to them, I'm going to be okay and all of that. Yeah, I left, and thankfully I have my MacBook. So when I got home, the first thing I did was to report it stolen. First of all, on my Find My iPhone, I reported it stolen or lost, or I don't even know what it's called. Like, I think it's lost. And then I erased it. Yeah, I waited for a while, yeah, if it was going to pop up, because it wasn't showing where the person was or anything. So I waited for a while, and then I erased the my data from that phone. So yeah, that was what I did. And even after I erased it, it didn't erase immediately, because I have to wait for the person to turn on my phone, and so the person has to get connected to the Wi-Fi before it can erase. So yeah, it took a while. And I also called my auntie. Thankfully, I used my Facebook. I called my auntie and, you know, my family, to let them know what happened. They were like, I should calm down. I should be very thankful that, you know, nothing happened to me, and it's just a phone that, you know, like, the phone is gone, but at least I still have myself. I wasn't hurt or anything like that. So I also called my network provider to tell them about the situation. So they sent me a new SIM in like 3 days, and yeah, that's what happened. So my phone, I was so mad at the police. And the one time I needed you the most, you vanished. The one time I needed you the most, you vanished. Like, they always disturb me. If you watch my videos, you're always hearing them, you're always going around. I'm like, oh my god. But when I was in a situation I needed them, they weren't there. So I also feel like it's a very good wake-up call, because I actually wanted to change my phone like when the new one is out. Yeah, and I was like, let me wait for the new one to come out before I change my phone. So I feel like it was a wake-up call for me to be careful, and for me to like be more vigilant of my surroundings. Like, these things are happening everywhere, even in Nigeria. Like, it was worse. You will literally be driving and they will just pick up your phone from the window. So that's why I was always very, very careful. Yeah, like when I'm driving, like, I don't press my phone. Like, even if I press my phone, like, I'm pressing it down and my windows are wind up. Even if I don't even have money for AC, yeah, my windows are always wind up. That's how careful I was. Like, I would literally tell my brother and my friends, like, oh, be careful, like, people can take your phone. Like, so I was very surprised it happened to me, because I'm the one always advising people to be careful with their phone. So it actually took time before I could move on past it, and not because of the phone or anything, just because I was really scared. And yeah, like, I was just frightened. Like, I was like, you know, what could have happened instead, after hearing all the stories that the guy told me. Very thankful for my babe, and also my friend and my family. Like, they kept on calling me, they kept on checking on me, and yeah, that's why I'm smiling today. Because I'm okay now, and lesson learned. Like, it's not something that is going to happen again, by God's grace. And, you know, I'm going to be very careful in public, and you too. be careful, like wherever you are, like you don't know, anything can happen, so just be very like observant. So yeah, that's it guys. I've gotten a new phone and I thought I'd do like an unboxing video, so I'm going to post it after this video. Yeah, thank you so much for watching guys, and I really hope you know, be more careful out there. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.